Hey, this is looking so good. Which laptop is that?
The MacBook Neo.
MacBook Neo.
MacBook Neo.
MacBook Neo.
So this laptop, I've been using it for the last 1 week, I would say. This video is not for someone who's looking for pro models. This is more likely who are looking for budget-friendly laptops. Now, before we get into the specs and the performance, let's talk about the build quality first. So this laptop... So this laptop, MacBook Neo, it's made from recycled aluminum. So this laptop is $599, and after the student discount, you can get it for $499, which is a really good price. Now, at this price point, I think all the laptops, they are plastic build. You can't find such a high quality laptop at this price point. I mean, if you show this laptop to someone who is not into Apple ecosystem, like even your parents, they will say this laptop costs over $1,000. Let's talk specs and the performance. Let's address elephant in the room. That's the chip. So this MacBook Neo has A18 Pro chip. If you guys don't know, this chip was used in iPhone 16 models, so 16 Pro and Pro Max have this A18 Pro chip. Including you guys, I was also expecting Apple to add A19 Pro chip. I don't know why they didn't do it. It might be because of the performance, or it might be because of the design. I don't know. I mean, whatever the reason is, this A18 Pro chip is, I mean, it works really smooth. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter if it has A19 Pro chip or A18 Pro chip. As long as it's working the way I want it, I'm happy. If you guys have a little bit of knowledge about the Apple products, they don't work with the third parties. They make their own chips. So a phone chip in a laptop, they made it work. How? Because they create their own chip. They don't work with a third party, so they know how to use every single bit of it. And I think they did such a great job. This chip is actually comparable to Apple's M1. Yes, the same M1 chip that was used in MacBooks, and people are still happy with the performance, and they're still using it every single day. The single core performance, MacBook Neo is actually beating the M1 MacBook. The single core performance is matter for everyday use, for the browsing, if you like to watch movies, if you like to video call or like to take photos or whatever you want to do. A18 Pro chip is actually beating M1. So that was pretty impressive. Now the multi-cores are used for rendering, editing videos, exporting them, running heavy tasks. And the results were also impressive, like not in the M Pro territory, but I was really impressed. At this price point, I mean, you can definitely edit the videos and the stuff, but not in 4K. I mean, after seeing those benchmarks, I decided to push this little laptop a little bit more, and I tried to edit this little project in Premiere Pro, 4K video, and this is how it looks. I think for the price point, you guys can definitely edit the videos, not 4K, 1080p, you can definitely edit. But if you add up the animations, a lot of stuff, no, this is not the laptop. I mean, now if you're someone who's looking for a laptop for video editing first, not the photos, because photos you can definitely edit, it's not gonna lag, so not a problem. But if you're looking for a laptop for video editing first, then you can go for the MacBook Air. That's my last video actually. Now a lot of people are concerned, is 8 gigs of unified memory enough in 2026? I would say yes, because you guys seen the results. It works great for everyday use. You like to browse the internet, you like to watch videos. That is fine. As soon as you open more than 5 to 6 apps at the same time, you will see that little lag, and then you can say yes, 8 gigs is not enough. So definitely, if you're planning to buy this laptop for heavy use, don't go for it, because you need more than 8 gigs, and there's no other option. If you want 16 gigs of RAM, you definitely have to go for MacBook Air or the Pro. Display for this laptop is good, really good, not great. I mean, you get 500 nits of brightness in MacBook Neo. Definitely, if you put MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, or the Max in front of this laptop, You can see like, it's not the best looking display. I was not expecting that because again, like again and again, I'm thinking about the price point because it's $799 in Canada. And if I'm expecting everything to work, flawless, that's not going to happen. For the display, you get only one option, 13-inch. That's it. No option for 15 or 16. If you like big laptops, then you can go for the Pro or the Max. For me, it's fine because I know what I'm going to use it for. So plus this laptop doesn't have any True Tone technology. So the True Tone actually adjusts the white balance based on the ambient lighting. So it's one of those features like you don't notice until it's gone. I mean, if you want this specific feature, you can go for the MacBook Air. It has True Tone technology, but again, it doesn't matter unless your lighting situation is changing. If you're sitting in just one room, doing your scripting or watching videos or watching a movie, then you won't see the difference. True Tone feature is used by professional, like, if you edit your videos for social media, then it matters. Otherwise, you don't need that. This keyboard, it feels like a classic Apple's keyboard. If you guys watch my videos, I'm not a huge fan of Apple's keyboards. I always say that their key travel, it's not good, but I don't know, like I think they have done something with this keyboard. It feels so smooth and it gives that little mechanical feel. Trackpad, same story, really high quality, and it's actually a physical click, not like the MacBook Pros. So when you click it, you can have the feel. If you're someone who's coming from PC or like Windows laptop, this keyboard and the trackpad only can sell you this laptop. One thing I want to let you know, guys, the laptop I bought, it's 250 gigs of SSD. So in the base model of MacBook Neo, you don't get the Touch ID. So if you guys like to use the Touch ID, you have to go for 512 gigs of storage, which I don't recommend it. The whole purpose to buy this laptop is a cheap price. And if you like to have some more storage, just buy external SSD on the Facebook Marketplace. You can have a really good option and you can save a lot of money. For the ports, you get one USB 3 port and one USB 2 port. That's it. No Thunderbolt, no HDMI, no SD card slot, no MagSafe. I mean, if your life involves plugging things in, Budget Hub can help you. I think you can easily find one on the Amazon that can help you. And there is an audio jack as well. Battery life is the one thing I was not sure, because whenever a company claims, it's gonna last up to 16 hours or, somewhere around that, it doesn't always work like that. But since I'm using this laptop for a week, yes, it works around 16 hours, like 15 and a half, something like that. If you like to script, if you like to do like everyday stuff, sending emails, watching stuff, yes, the battery life is great. And if you don't watch the videos, then I think it can last more than a day. I've seen a lot of people are comparing this laptop to iPads because the price is pretty close. So here's my honest take. If you want to run desktop apps, like to write codes, this is the laptop because you're getting the access to Mac's operating system. In the iPads, you get that touch screen, you get that pencil support, and you get incredibly portable form factor. You don't need a device that can be used as a reading tablet. iPad is for you. One thing you guys have to keep in mind, iPad is not a laptop. It can perform better, you can do so much stuff, but iPad still doesn't have Mac operating system. So if you want to have that desktop experience at a really good price, MacBook Neo is a really good option. Now, after this whole discussion, who should buy this laptop? After using this laptop, for a whole week, I would say student, you'd like to edit photos, you can go for it. Scripting, you can buy it. If you're a writer, you can buy it. And if you travel a lot, like a really good battery life and looking for a laptop around $599, go for MacBook Neo. You guys won't be disappointed. And that was my honest take of MacBook Neo after 1 week. And if you guys still have any question, you can leave a comment. I would reply to you guys, or you can shoot me text on the Insta. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.